I have a question.
Yes.
How do you test your funnels?
Over time, you should have a pretty good understanding on how many people reach out to you. Of those people, how many ultimately show up to a session or schedule a session? How many of them show? And then how many of those that show purchase training? Basically, your Google ads, you can see the number of impressions, basically people that see you. And then of those, how many ultimately go to your website? And there's going to be uh, certain prices and rates to that. And then the last little bit is what's it, like of your keywords. You'll see which keywords are the most popular when people like type in and then you pop up, and then which keywords are the least popular. And over time, you'll just kind of like trim that down. But the biggest one is those people that reach out to you, and then of those, how many people schedule? Of those, how many people show? And then of those, how many people sign? And then of the people that sign, it's the number of times that they've re-signed.
Ask a quick question.
Yeah, you guys can just keep going with questions. Don't be shy. Let's go.
Just really quickly. I was really intrigued by your 4 steps of the consultation. I know it's different in person versus online training, but yeah, I have my consultations usually consist of a 20-minute Zoom consultation where we discuss goals in more depth and then see if they're interested in doing a sample workout that includes the physical assessment, which would be a second meeting. Um, I,
You want to
I,
combine those into a single meeting somehow.
yeah, I guess the my hesitation with that is I feel like people are so reluctant to commit to all of that, especially with online. So maybe it's just different in person. Um,
What you'll
but
want to do then, so there's a likely leak with that is when they'll go from call one is then they're like, "Ah, I don't want to do the second one, right? So they'll drop out going from one to two. So what you'll need to do is schedule the physical one first and then have the call in advance of that. Hey, we're going to do our physical assessment, Tuesday at 9, whatever it is. And then when can we have our phone call ahead of time? That way they've already committed to the second thing. And the first one is just incidental.
I feel like people would be hesitant to commit to 2 things with a stranger. I guess that's just my experience using the methods I've used online. Um, but I guess I mean, it's worth a try. It sounds like it's really efficient and it keeps them.
Overall, I strongly suggest that whatever your consultation is, it is in a single session because you're looking for them to have some kind of an emotional arc of I don't know who you are to I want to give you lots of money. And so if you have
Right,
to then delay that again, it's just going to cool them down. So you want to
right.
really go from whatever that is to okay, let's arrange payment by the end.
Yeah, so kind of like booking the consultation call and the assessment and workout, 2 separate things, but booking them at the same time.
It would need to be in the same session. Hey, we're going to start with a 20-minute conversation, and then we're going to start, do an animal flow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the 5-minute conversation. I was like, people love to talk, so
You're going to
I
get
thought
really good at interrupting them. Yeah.
cool. Okay.
So, so it's a great question. How do you interrupt somebody? When you're training, you can listen to them and things like that, and then you just change your body posture. You change your body position. So you go from like facing someone, talk, 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 and if you just start moving your toes away from them, they should pick up a cue. You could also, if they're telling a story and blah blah blah, you're like, "This is awesome. Go again. Just fucking go again." If you're having just a one-on-one conversation, if you just change a position like this, you start kind of moving around, they'll have a little bit of a pause. And then once you're in that pause, you'll kind of like jump in. You don't want to talk over the person. You want to signal somehow that you're going to go ahead and move on. But yeah, I've had people like talk way too long, and then that destroys the quality of the consultation.
So interrupt respectfully and better.
it's important that you move things forward and
Yeah, that makes
you
a lot
don't
of
linger.
sense. Cool. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep. But do it in a way that's not rude. Good luck. All right, everybody, you have my contact information. If you have any questions about some of this stuff more specifically, feel free to reach out.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you
Mark.
so
This was
much,
really
Mark.
helpful.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, that was great.